Hi world, I just wanted to make a video on the problems I have faced with white man. And by white man, I mean white people, older white people, and people that are of Caucasian descent. So there's been a lot of racism in my experience with white people. I feel like there are a lot of white people out there that are extremely inconsiderate in their words and the things that they say to people of color, to people that have naturally curly hair, to people that look different, or just anybody in general that is not white or have straight hair. Can you get down, cat? So I've faced a lot of issues in this town that I live in with racism because there's a lot of racists here. There's a lot of hankies. There's a lot of old white people that were raised to be racist. And I'm not saying that's their fault, but at the same time, if you're going to go around, be a 90-year-old and still continue your old racist ways, I just can't understand that. This is 2025. There's mixed people, there's black people, there's Mexicans, there's Asians, there's all kinds of people in the world. But I live in a really small town with a lot of older white people, and I've experienced a lot of racism here. So I'll give you some examples. So I used to work at Lowe's, and there's been times where these old people have just said some really off-the-wall stuff to me, and I just happen to be one of the only girl up there with brown skin and curly hair. So there have been some really weird people that have said some really weird stuff, but I'm going to give you some examples. Old man called me a poodle. He said, "Are you a poodle?" I said, "No." That kind of stuff is just silly. I don't get it. And then there's the more extreme stuff, like this lady that came up to me and said, "Please tell me that's not your real hair." And then I literally just looked at her. I was like, "Why, are you jealous? Like, what the fuck?" No, I didn't say that, but it sounds like you're jealous because I know I look good, bitch. So I know you got a fucking issue because I know I look good. And, like, I just don't understand the mindset behind saying stuff like that to somebody. Just in general, not even just, being racist, but just in general, to say something like that to somebody is just really rude and inconsiderate, and I think you need to work on yourself. I think you need to better yourself because you're not a good person. You're not liked. I don't like you. I think many other people have probably experienced stuff like that from you, and I think that you need to work on your self-esteem because clearly you don't have good self-esteem because people with good self-esteem don't go around acting like that, trying to belittle people and, stuff like that. It's just so childish, and it's like, you're like, what, 56, 90 years old, however old you are, and it's like, you really have the teenage bully mindset, and you're like fucking ancient. So I think you really need to step back in your old, jealous, wrinkled face. Step back. Take a look in your old, wrinkled face, at your old, wrinkled face in your little mirror, and go, "Oh, look at my wrinkles." Maybe that's the issue. Maybe you didn't want to age. Maybe you got wrinkles and you started getting grouchy towards all the cute young girls. I don't know. I don't know what your problem is. But at the end of the day, bitch, I don't think that that's appropriate to say to somebody that's trying to, first of all, help you. Because I worked in customer service, so I had to help these people that are over here belittling me. And not only that, sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. It is emotional talking about this because these fucking people are fucking cunts. I can't tell you, that bitch made me cry. Yes, she did. Because who the fuck goes around saying that kind of stuff to people? A fucking cunt, first of all. And then I've had people say weird stuff about my hair color. Yeah, I colored my hair pink or whatever. I could do whatever I want. This is my body. And I've had people say weird stuff. And I've had people compliment me too. It's a double-edged sword looking like the way I do. For some reason, being a minority with beautiful curly hair, being a beautiful brown woman, it's hard. Because people look at you like, "Oh, well, I don't have curly hair. Let me try and belittle you because I'm a white supremacist and I want to feel like I'm cuter than you when I'm really not because I'm wrinkled and a bitch." But anyway, with saggy boobs. I don't know what else you got going on. But anyway, so yeah, these people, they're really jealous. They're really hateful because they were raised in a society where it was okay to be like that towards black people, towards brown people, towards anyone who wasn't white. And I just don't get it. I don't get it. I never will get it. I don't understand the mindset you have to be like that. You know, I feel like there's a problem with these white supremacists because, no, it's just the white supremacists in general. And some white people, they think that they're not racist when they say stuff like, I wouldn't date a black girl, or I wouldn't date an Asian girl, or I wouldn't date an Indian girl, or I wouldn't date blah, blah, blah. Are you straight? They all have vaginas. Like, are you just like, you know, what is that? That is racism. And I think that when it comes to black people that don't date outside of their black race either, I think that too. It's like, what, you're racist against the other races? I don't get it. I will never understand that. I don't understand that because I'm not racist. I'm not racist against blacks. I'm not racist against whites. I'm not racist against anybody. I have a white baby daddy. I don't care. But I'm just sharing my experience with these old white supremacists. Oh, also, when I worked at Lowe's, I had this guy who, after I was done helping him, he drew a swastika on my receipt that I had to have because I asked him to sign a receipt, and he signed it with a swastika. Now, I really looked at him like he was a fucking imbecile because at the end of the day, what the fuck are you doing? You're so stupid. I don't care who you are. You're just dumb. And I was so nice. Like, there is no reason for all that. Like, literally, who are you? Like, what are you? Like, this is so stupid. I just don't understand that. Oh, a swastika. Oh, a Nazi. Oh, what are you going to do? Become the new Hitler? Well, then go do it. I don't think fucking drawing a swastika on a fucking receipt is going to do anything for me. What are you going to do? Are you going to come over here and shoot me? Well, go ahead. I don't fucking give a fuck. Go ahead, shoot me. I don't care. I don't care. But anyway, I don't know. He thinks he's New Age Hitler. I don't know. It's ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, but there's been a lot of stuff that's happened. What else has happened? I know, a lot of people aren't racist. Oh, I had something happen at my new job where some student said, hey, N-word, and I looked behind me and there's only one guy standing there, and I was like, that guy did not just say that. And he did. He really did. So I told the manager, and she tried to take a picture of him and all that and report him, but yeah, so that is just so childish. Who's raising these people? I've had people, when I was riding my bike, shout the N-word to me. I've had people, and I'm not even black. I'm not even inherently black at all. And these people I still get the flavor. You know, I still get the taste of the racism, even if I'm not black. You don't have to be black. It could be black and white. You could be whatever color. You could even be white with curly hair and have this fucking issue. I don't know. It's so stupid. And a lot of these people are old. And I had this old guy snickering at me earlier this morning when I had my hair extensions in because apparently he doesn't like beautiful, big, curly hair, which is not my problem. If you want to be prejudiced against big, curly hair, then go ahead. But his wife was over there looking at him like she wasn't amused because I saw him over there looking at me and he was like snickering. I was like, okay, whatever. I know I look good, so I don't know what the fuck you're snickering at, old fucking fart. But anyway, like literally, those are the kinds of people that I'm talking about, like the old, immature people that have never grown up. I don't get it. What is that? I don't get it. I don't understand the snickering. I don't understand, because I don't do that. And I'm like fucking a million years younger than you, and it's like I'm more mature. Is there an issue? Like, you got a fucking problem with me? You got a problem with my fucking hair? Because I don't. I don't have a problem with it, and I never will. And there's multiple women over here that came up to me and told me my hair looked beautiful, because it does, and I know it. And somebody over there is just racist because he's got a problem with curly hair because he's racist. We all know what it is. I know what it is, and it ain't my problem that you got a bird beak for a nose. It really ain't. I'm sorry, my nose is better than yours. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at my side. Oh, look at that. No bird beak in sight, bitch. No bird beak. What are we gonna do about that? I don't fucking know. But but anyway, these bird beaks, they be coming at me all crazy. And they really be doing it. And they really be doing it. And it's like, these are the same people. You know, Hitler, he was white. He was German. Or whatever. And he was white. You know who else was white? People that owned slaves. Yeah, they were white too. There's a lot of white people out there that are fucking rude and hateful. And this is not the point of my video, is to hit on white people, but the point of my video is that this was my experience. This is my experience as a brown, curly-haired girl dealing with these older racists in my racist old people town. And I just want to share this experience with black people, with Asians, with anybody, even white people. Because white people, I'm sure you know that your grandparents, Grampy and Granny, can be a little racist. Because I know I've experienced it, and I know that there's a lot of Grampy and Grannies that are all racist. And it ain't my fucking problem. It ain't my problem that you hate me. It ain't my problem you don't like my hair. It ain't my problem you don't like my skin. It ain't my problem you got a bird beak. No, it ain't. It ain't my problem my nose looks better than yours. It ain't my problem I have nicer eyebrows than you. It ain't my problem that I'm cuter than you. It ain't my fucking problem. What are we gonna do about it? You're mad because I'm brown and look better than you? I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry that I'm pretty. I'm sorry that I have beautiful curly hair. I'm sorry that it's so voluminous you just don't know what to do with yourself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're so racist and immature at the age of 95 years old. I'm sorry. You know? Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm 27 and more mature than your old ass fucking face, your wrinkled ass face. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really am. Truly, honestly. Oh, not only that, there's a lot of racism in, like, the Goth community. I like to talk about that. The Goth community is really racist, and I'd like to talk about that because I've experienced a lot of racism in the Goth community. Now, the Goth community is, they think that they're not racist, but they are. There are subtle signs when it comes to racism that a lot of people don't talk about, like bullying and belittling people of color because they don't do this and that to be Goth, when you wouldn't do that to a white person, so I don't want to see it. And, you know, another thing I've noticed is that a lot of Goths expect blacks or people of color or anybody to whitewash their hair to be accepted as a Goth or as an emo person or whatever, to straighten their hair, to have the look. No, you don't need to do that. You don't need to straighten your hair for that. I'm literally living proof of that. For real. Like, you don't need to straighten your hair. You don't need to do anything to your hair to look like these white people that fucking have grandparents that belittle you at the store because they got bird beaks and your nose looks better than theirs. I'm sorry, Grampy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, I don't know. But I feel like when it comes to stuff like that, there's like a lot of insecurities within themselves because, like I said, I have super high self-esteem. I don't have a problem with anything about myself. I don't have a problem with my fat. I don't have a problem with my hair. Other people might have a problem with it, but I don't. Why? Because I love myself. Yes, I would like to lose weight, not for aesthetic purposes, but for health reasons. There's health reasons, you know, being fat is not healthy. You know, being as overweight as I am, it's not healthy, and I have been eating unhealthily. And I do think that it's good to be at a healthy weight, but at the end of the day, being fat in itself does not ruin my self-esteem. Does that make sense? So I'm not going to look at myself and go, oh, I'm so fat and disgusting. No, I never do that. I always go, oh yeah, I'm fat and beautiful. That's what I do. I don't go, oh, I'm fat and disgusting. I say, oh, I'm fat and beautiful. Period. You can be both. Being fat is not an insult. It's just a description. Just like being skinny isn't an insult. It's just a description. It's literally the same thing. It's just different things. And, you know, I don't know. I've seen people on Instagram make fun of really skinny people and then make fun of really fat people. Whatever. They'll make fun of anybody. They'll make fun of people that are normal size. They'll make fun of people that are muscular and have the healthiest body in the world. They'll make fun of anybody. They just have low self-esteem. It's all that it is. There's all that bullshit going on. And I really think that it's so immature. Just shut up. Why are you going online belittling people? Because you're immature and you have low self-esteem? I don't get it. Oh, you thought it was funny to ruin people's day? That's so awful. You're an awful piece of shit. And that's what I genuinely think. So no, I would not like anybody who is an awful piece of shit to like me. And I would not like anybody who is an awful piece of shit to accept me into their little community of people, Goth community and alternative community and whatever other community I'm fucking talking about. There's a lot of y'all people that are pieces of shit who like to belittle people and say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. You're not my owner. You're not a slave owner. I'm not your little slave. You're not gonna fucking tell me what to do. I'm gonna tell you what to do, bitch. Bow down. Well, anyway, there's like this. That's the kind of racism I'm talking about in the Goth community. These white people think that they could tell me what to do. You can't tell me shit, bitch. You can't tell me shit. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm not gonna let some little white Einstein on the fucking computer tell me what to do. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna let a white person that created Wikipedia tell me what to do and how to live my life. No, I'm not. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna let these white people tell me what to do. You got me fucked up if you got me fucked up. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. So if you're ever experiencing any of that, I'm with you. I know how these white people are. I know how these white people can be. I've dated one. I've dated multiple white people. And now they're all kind of like that. They all got their little sense of humor that's insulting. Well, I can do it too. You know, you're not the only one that can bully and belittle people. I can. I can too. And that's the beauty, is if somebody comes up to you and says something rude, there's no repercussions for saying what you think too. Well, unless you're at work. Well, who cares? You can get another job. A job where you're not expected to be belittled and have that be okay. Because it's not. It's not okay to be belittled. It's not okay to be belittled at the workplace. It's not okay to be belittled in any situation. As a customer service representative, as a fucking brown person on the internet that wears gothic clothes and alternative fashion, it's not okay. And these white people, they aren't gonna tell me what to do. You got me fucked up. They ain't gonna tell me shit. No, they ain't. And brown people, stop whitewashing yourselves. Stop whitewashing yourselves. You don't want to be white. You want to be brown. You don't want to be white. Fuck that, bro. There's so many white people. You know how many white people I see during the day? A lot. I work at a college that is inherently white. For the most part. There's some people here and there that aren't, but I say the majority of people there are white, which makes sense because this is America. But yeah, there's a lot of that, and I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and be okay with being belittled or anything like that because you're white and I'm not. If you're gonna do that, well, especially if it's in person. Online, I feel like, you know, if you're trying to make a living online, it's harder because, you know, these people will expect you to be okay with being belittled. And I don't think that's okay. I don't think it's okay to belittle people. I don't think it's okay to have a job where you're expected to deal with these people. I feel like YouTube, Instagram, everything like that should let you belittle these people back. Because they did it. Because they were rude. And you know what? You reap what you sow. And that's what I think. Now, That's not how reality works, but in real life, usually, sometimes people will say that, and I'll just ignore them. But you know what? Why would I ignore them when I can just belittle them back? And that's something I've really thought about, because my mom is that kind of person. My mom is the kind of person that if somebody belittles her, she's going to do it back. If somebody's a bitch to her, she's going to do it back. And I was raised by that woman. And she told me, she said, Scarlett, you should have said something back. And I agree. I should have said something back when that bitch said, please tell me that's not your real hair. Please tell me that's not your real face. Because that's a lot of wrinkles, old lady. Fucking Christ. And I know that'll get to you too, because you're getting old. You're not young. You're not beautiful. You're old. I'm young and beautiful, bitch. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. I'm getting sexy men in my DMs. Thank you. What are you getting? Older? Fuck. Goodbye. Like, fucking literally. But anyway, I don't know what the premise or the purpose of this video was, but I think for the most part is my experience and just, you know, my take on these people and their whiteness and their problems with brown hair, their problems with brown people. Whoop-de-doo. I'm brown. Whoop-de-doo. You think I was created by the devil or something? Like, what the fuck? Because I can be. Like, if you want to see that, I can. Like, I've done it. On this YouTube channel, I've done some weird shit. If you check out my old channel, I got this video of me in the kitchen acting the freak, because I used to do that shit all the time when I wanted to kill people. And I've already talked about this, but I've had issues with me wanting to murder people. And a lot of that is because of the way that people like to treat me. And I don't think that's fucking funny. I think that you're a fucking idiot. Now, I'm not going to go around fucking killing people, but at the end of the day, you're a fucking idiot. And if anybody wants to assault me or anything, well, you're going to fucking prison, so enjoy that. And at the end of the day, like, I don't know, if you fucking talk shit to me in real life, there ain't no repercussions for me to be all up in your fucking face and acting the bitch too, because, like, who the fuck are you? I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. But that's my cat. His name's Poltergeist. Poltergeist. But yeah, I need to get, like, a better light or camera or something, because, like, this lighting sucks. But yeah, I'll see y'all next one. Goodbye.